the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Check it back.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Steps away to his left. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Five yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
And a give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score, Chargers 7, Broncos 0.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Los Angeles.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action, Fields. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Powering his way forward. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the option to give to Williams here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Even, 4 down, even. Mike 9, Mike 9. I'm coming. Here we go. Now to work. We don't get to that Mike over there. He's tired of using. He's tired of us. Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, D-line.
2nd down and goal. Fields. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Right back to him on 1st down. And some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Herbert off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, he was a busy...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. On the move to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCann's kick up and good. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 46 yards on the ground for him so far. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
We got three.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Watch 41. No, single. 24 is the mic. Hey. 24 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you.
On play action, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Third and 2, Herbert. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's second down.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Herbert now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. McCann's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their time.
And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college, but I think with more of the melding of the...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first down, it's Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. McCann's kick up and good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Nine's the mic. Nine's the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
To the air again, Fields. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fields. And a quick throw here that's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 30, Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 11-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think, you know, in your mind.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.